All right, we can do some scout school now, TD?
Yep, time for scout school.
Rip off some questions from the folks. What we got?
First up, very first question. First, we got to show a fancy graphic. We got a scout school
fancy.
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah, it's going in the monitor behind you guys.
Uh-oh.
So wait, there we go.
Uh-oh.
Scout school. Yeah, check. Hey, another reason to check out the show for fancy artwork. We did
Wow, very nice.
Look at that.
I'm surprised no hashtag, though. No hashtags?
No hashtag, but I mean, we do the hashtag on Twitter. Hashtag Scout School again if you want to send in your questions for DJ and Bucky to tackle. Our very first question is like the bonus question, but we're going to do it first.
Okay.
Our main man, Dave Damashek, doing his show, he had a question for you guys, and let's go ahead and roll that.
To you two people on Move the Sticks, I want you to evaluate a little past the halfway point in their rookie seasons. Who's winning, famous Jameis or Marcus Mariota?
Look at handsome Hank.
I know.
Grinning.
How about that?
I'm pretty excited about that question.
He is excited about that. I mean, that's a real tough question because I think it really depends on what are you grading them on.
Yep.
They went 1-2 in the draft, so obviously you felt like both guys were blue chip guys coming into the league. But they're asked to do different things, and they're playing in different offenses. So
question.
I'll take the Marcus Mariota part of it. And the reason I'll take Marcus Mariota in this evaluation is because I think he plays in a simple Simon offense. And that's no disrespect to what he's been asked to do. But I think he came out of system in Oregon. A lot of movement, a lot of read option stuff, a lot of kind of simple reads. And to the Titans' credit, they put him in an offense that is designed much like that. You see the ball come out very quickly. There you see an underneath route where you can get it out of his hands. He can hit the top of his drop. He's asked to just get to the top, get the ball out. Some of the stuff that he does, cut down half the field, throwbacks, simple things for him to execute, and he's athletic enough to get it done. So I think he's been solid. I would give him probably a B+ for what he's done. I mean, he's just a solid quarterback. He should be able to do that with the offense built around him.
Yeah, I think he's exceeded my expectations for where he is already in his career. He's been efficient. Like, he's taken a lot of sacks. I know a lot of heat has come on his offensive line. They're not great up front. They should be better than they individually. They're more talented than they are as a group. But sometimes holding the ball a little bit too long. He's been very careful with the football, which is good. You want to have a healthy respect for protecting the football. But you got to take some chances. In the game the other night against Jacksonville, I was like, hey, you got to at least try and push the ball down the field. So they push the ball down the field. They get a couple penalties, which people think are suspect. But look, that's one of the potential outcomes when you take shots down the field. I want him to be a little bit more aggressive in that area.
You like Top Gun, right? You've seen Top Gun.
Oh, I love Top Gun.
You know who Marcus Mariota is? He's ice.
He's Iceman?
He's ice. Everything, you know, in Top Gun, everything has to be right. He's like, not yet, not yet, not yet. I'm going to wait for the perfect shot. That's Marcus Mariota. Mariota wants the perfect shot before he pushes the ball down the field, and that's fine because you don't want turnovers from your young quarterback. As he gets older, he needs to be able to push the envelope a little bit, make sure he takes those shots when they're available. But I understand, he's completing 65% of his passes. He has a 96.1 passer rating, a 13-6 touchdown to interception ratio. So you're fine with those numbers. But for them to go from maybe an average offense to a good offense, he has to push the ball down the field. They need more explosive plays.
So if he's Iceman, then that makes Jameis Maverick.
Absolutely, yeah. He's Maverick. Yeah. That's the perfect thing. He's Maverick.
That's right, Ice. Man, I am dangerous. No, that is Jameis. And look, Jameis, the way he's played. Let's start first of all with just what he did against the Philadelphia Eagles, the way he carved them up. The 5 touchdown passes that he threw, Buck. When I went back through and kind of broke those down. These are a variety of throws, and these are high difficulty throws that take pinpoint ball placement, changing velocity, changing arc. I mean, he made everything you wanted to see in these 5 touchdown passes against the Eagles.
You know, starting at the top, this back shoulder fade puts it up there, understands the height advantage that his guy has over most defensive backs, does it. And then that anticipation on this slant route, once again, big body receiver, Vincent Jackson digs in there before the safety. You have to like those throws.
Yeah, look, then you see another one over the top here. Get a little fake little tunnel screen right here. That was kind of a trick 'em scheme play. I believe that's Russell Shepard he hit.
How about that?
In the back of the end zone. LSU backups, man, or LSU average players end up being better pros than they are in college. This one was a risky one, getting this ball up in the air to your back out of the backfield that can catch it, Charles Sims, but worked out well.
It did work out well. And then this final one, once again, understanding the ball placement.
He
throws it away from the defender, back shoulder throw. It's one of those things that you ask your quarterbacks to be able to do, like high-level quarterbacks. They can do throw guys open. He threw that guy open on that touchdown. Jameis Winston has come along. He's really progressed. And the numbers still, 58.3% of his passes completed, 15-9 touchdown to interception ratio. The big stat for me, 4 rushing touchdowns, only 1 fumble, doing a better job of taking care of the ball. Because of that, the Buccaneers are playing better football.
Also taking fewer sacks. He's only got taken 17 sacks, and Marcus has taken 24. I think he's been far ahead of where we expected him to be, especially inheriting a team with some question marks up front. I thought that offensive line, playing some young guys, has gotten better. But in terms of him being the leader of this football team, I mean, this is something, when we go back, I worked on the Jameis Winston 360 podcast. Did one on Marcus Mariota, did one on Jameis Winston, where we went through and dug through their background, talked to everybody that was around these guys to try and find out what made them tick. And the leadership aspect of Jameis Winston that we've seen kind of emerge at the NFL level was very evident when I got a chance to talk to Cam Irving last spring about Jameis Winston as a leader.
Do you remember anything he might have said to you guys during that comeback or maybe during that final drive that leads you guys to a championship?
Man, that was the most calm us as an offense that played that whole season. I remember it like it was yesterday. The only thing that he said to us on the sideline is, if you're going to do it then, we do it big then. And, I mean, everybody knows this phrase. It's just something about it. It makes the whole offense feel more calm as a whole because he has that control over the huddle.
That's Cam Irving talking about that game we were at, the national championship game against Auburn, sitting together watching them drive right down the field. But then the leadership, now we're starting to see, because of some of the cool behind-the-scenes video and audio we get, we're starting to see Jameis Winston take over leadership of this football team. This is the clip of him before this week against Philadelphia Eagles after their big win last week.
That's how you overcome adversity. I told you, the team that wanted the most was going to pull that game off. Defense, you kicked that. You kicked that. Offense, we kept fighting, baby. We kept fighting. If we keep doing that, if we give all we got, if we have each other back, we're going to go 7-0 on these. Let's go. Let's go.
There you go, Buck. And that was after the win over the Dallas Cowboys. He talked about them going 7-0. He believes it. And, man, they went out and dominated the Philadelphia Eagles football team. I believe they have the Indianapolis Colts coming up next. But, man, they're on the right page now with their quarterback and this young football team.
They are on the right track. It was one of the things that you had to put in your notes. He's a charismatic leader, dynamic personality, a guy that kind of commands the attention of the room when he steps in. And so now we're beginning to see that leadership also match the talent that he brings to the table. And all teams are looking for that franchise quarterback. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have their guy. I'm not saying that Marcus Mariota is not one for Tennessee. They just do it in different styles. I just believe that right now, Winston is doing more for his team than Marcus Mariota is asked to do for his team.
Yeah, but right now, I think if we had a move the stick stamp, I think we would both put our stamp of approval on these two young quarterbacks.
Absolutely. Both guys are good. Both guys have the potential to lead their team into the playoffs and beyond. Jameis Winston is just doing it in a little different fashion.